The Borderlands franchise is over 15 years old now, and in all those years, one of the things that the fans have grown to love the most is the hunt for very rare loot. Each game has its own set of white whales, and this is my top 10 list of the rarest items in Borderlands history.
It's a top 10 list. Do we really need to say we're starting with 10?
Getting us started at number 10 is the Pepper Box from Borderlands the pre-sequel. Now, I put this in there because I wanted to have something from the pre-sequel on this list, and this is legitimately a very rare item to obtain. This is a Jacob's pistol that has a Vladoff barrel, essentially making it a hybrid item. Now, making this even rarer is that it can only be obtained in glitch rarity, and it doesn't have a dedicated farming source. It's not a unique red text weapon, it's just a rare hybrid of parts with the glitch rarity. But it's a strong pistol, and it's one of my favorites to use in the pre-sequel, the very few times that I ever found one. But for this gun to earn its spot on the list, let me add a little bit more rarity to it. With the glitch rarity weapons, you want a specific error code roll on them, and the most sought after combo for this gun would be 04L4M0A0.
What the hell did you just say?
I know those letters are like confusing as heck. Just think of it this way. The O at the beginning stands for damage, the L stands for fire rate, with the M and the A just not being that important for this situation. Now, the odds of getting a 4 on each of those and zeros on the other two is something I couldn't find any information about online at all, but all of those factors combined works out to be something very, very rare.
Now let's see number 9!
Coming in at number 9 is a drop that I've actually gotten a few times now, the ×2 Super Stratifier with a specific element, which is about a 0.0341% or 1 in 2,928 drop chance. Now, back when the Borderlands 3 level cap was only 65, I actually got one. There was Titan. All right, what do we get? Oh my God! And for those that think there is no rare loot in Borderlands 3, I think my reaction to that drop proves you wrong. Not only did I get this crazy drop, mine also had consecutive hits anointment on it, which was the most sought after anointment at that time, and it happened before we got the crazy Earl Iridium reroll option for anointments, making mine even crazier drop in the grand scheme of things. Now, some will tell you to go for max damage version of this gun rather than the ×2 version, but I actually disagree. I've used both, and this version is the one that shreds the hardest the fastest. The Stratifier can world drop, or it can be obtained from its dedicated drop source, the Raging Titan, in the final round of the Slaughter Shaft, which is where you saw my clip from. Quick bonus tip for you: if you farm Titan, leave several other enemies alive in the arena when you kill him so that the 5th round does not complete after you kill him. Then fast travel back to the entrance of Slaughter Shaft, fail round 5, which you can then repeat, making it a lot easier to farm him.
Number 8!
At number 8 is the Vindicator Ghast Call from Borderlands 3. Now, the Vindicator roll only occurs 1.1% of the time when this item drops. Even though Captain Haunt has a 24% chance to drop it, you have to clear the entire map just to get to him, making each run take several minutes. What makes the Vindicator prefix so sought after is that it combines the Reuter and the Divider effects, giving you a ton of skulls flying around, just wreaking havoc on all your enemies. Now, this grenade would have been higher on the list a few years ago, but Gearbox luckily made the Bloody Harvest event permanent and free for everybody a while back. Just set the event on your character's select screen, then go talk to Maurice in Sanctuary to begin your hunt for this super rare grenade mod. You can also get this grenade mod from the Loot Ghost, but that's pretty rare.
Number 7!
And number 7 is the 94% sham. This is probably a lot lower on the list than a lot of you guys probably expected, huh? But I hope by the end of this list you see that even being ranked number 7 on this list is insanely rare. So the sham has an abysmal drop rate of just 3.3% from the bunker, and it shares a loot pool with all the heads for each character and the bitch SMG. But what makes the 94 sham even more rare is that you need the exact right parts to achieve this roll. You need a Hyperion capacitor and both a Maliwan body and battery. You have a 1 in 4 chance to get the Hyperion capacitor, a 1 in 5 chance to get the Maliwan body, and a 1 in 5 chance for the Maliwan battery. Combined with the abysmal odds just to get a sham to drop, the overall drop chance works out to be 1 in 3,750. Now, I got mine after several years of off and on farming, and I actually have no idea how many runs I did in total, but I speculate it was less than 5,000 maybe. Still, the 94% sham is a great great punishing farm that anybody could go chase right now. Bunker is located through this door in 1000 Cuts, and you can farm him after completing the Control Core Angel questline. Go give it a shot for yourselves and see how punishing it is.
And now for number 6!
Speaking of insanely rare shields, the Triple Absorb Revolter is a 1 in 27,000 drop chance for either Triple Absorb, Triple Fleet, or Triple Vagabond, all three of which could be considered a god roll in my opinion. For me, the Triple Absorb is the most sought after because it would basically give you the power of the Revolter shield along with the absorb chance of the Transformer shield, basically combining two shields into one in that regard. So that would give you 40% absorb chance, which is not nearly as much as the sham shield, but still, absorbing enemy bullets to add into your own ammo stash is always beneficial. This shield drops from Sumo in Borderlands 3 in the first Ava Murder Mystery side quest. Sumo has a high chance for this shield at 30%, but even with those high odds, getting any triple roll is a stupid low chance. Now, I've obtained a triple spike version and 2 triple delay versions, but those are far from being god rolls. I've done almost 11,000 runs of Sumo now with no luck, and I'm kinda not really wanting to return to that farm anytime soon. Like the sham shield, this is a good starter farm for people wanting to get into chasing extremely rare loot, something that's quick and easy to do, and you can see the results pretty quick. It's actually kind of less punishing than the sham farm in some ways.
5! That's a number!
At number 5 is the Cobra in Borderlands 2. This gun has a stupid low drop rate and can only be obtained from enemies with burner in their names, all of whom appear in the Toward Campaign of Carnage DLC. If you wear the rare Vault Hunter relic, which was a pre-order bonus or given to you if you bought the Necromancer DLC pack, but later included for anybody that bought the Handsome collection, then your odds go up substantially. But that's not saying much. In Ultimate mode, with the Vault Hunter relic, your odds of getting a Cobra to drop are miserable at just 0.045% for a blue unique sniper rifle. Yeah, that's wild. But since we've been covering like specific rolls on things, let's make this farm even crazier. Add in the chase for perfect parts to do this, like we did with the sham, the triple absorb revolter, the shred-a-fire, and all that. For the Cobra, there's a 1 in 5 chance for the matching Jacob's grip, a 1 in 5 chance for a Hyperion stock for better accuracy, and there's a chance for a bonus accessory which includes 7 different options. All in all, if you chase for a perfect one, then may God have mercy on your soul. I'm not good at math, but I'm just gonna say it's really, really rare. It's doable, but you're not going to enjoy it. Your best spot to go farm this, in my opinion, is put on a sham shield and a freaking Topnia or a Norfleet if you got one of those. That's pretty rare too. And go into the beatdown and just clear this first area full of enemies and hope that you get lucky. That's where I've gotten all mine from.
4!
Sliding in at number 4 is the God Roll Twister. I figure if we're counting odds on specific parts, this one has to be up there. Not only is it crazy hard just to get the drop source for this thing to spawn, yeah, we're talking about the elusive Triple O, or Omed Ak, as he's better known, and he is in the Hammerlock Hunt DLC in Borderlands 2. Now, the odds of getting any Twister is 33% from him, so that doesn't seem that bad.
Never tell me the odds.
But to get Triple O to spawn, you need a Witch Doctor and you need Badass Savages. The Witch Doctor will occasionally evolve the badasses, and in order to get Triple O, you need to let the badasses evolve 4 times. On that 4th evolution, the badasses will either remain an Ultimate Badass Savage, or they will have a staggering 1% chance to become Triple O.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Odds are most of you guys watching this video have never even spawned Triple O, let alone gotten a Twister from him. So once you got the spawn and you kill this enemy, who essentially has a much higher health value than Ultimate Badasses, then you have a 33% drop chance. Now, that on its own is already painful, but let's add in the odds of getting the God Roll, the Rustler's Twister. For this, you need a Jacob's grip, a Hyperion stock, and you need the vertical grip accessory, which can sometimes not even spawn at all. Now, on the Twister, the stock is kind of optional, since it won't generally affect your accuracy that much. Ultimately, most Twisters are very good, but a God Roll is very, very rare.
And now we're down to number 3!
Now we get into the category of astronomically rare items. At number 3 is the Nesos Invader from Borderlands 1. This thing has a 1 in 19,000 drop chance. Now, the problem with Borderlands 1 pearls and hybrids is we don't really know truly just how rare they are mathematically. When researching for this video, I saw numbers all over the place for the odds on this thing, but I'm gonna go with the number that my buddy Jolt's dude stated, 1 in 19,000. Now, you'll know you got this thing if it has a 4.7x weapon zoom and if, when aimed down sights, it fires the entire mag with one trigger pull. Recently, a Borderlands content creator named WAMR got one live on stream after just 2,690 Crawlmarax kills. Now, I say only, like most people would be willing to kill Crawlmarax just once, let alone 3,000 times. I've linked his video down in the description below if you want to head over there and congratulate him and drop him a sub for this.
Number 2!
At number 2 on this list is an item that a lot of you guys, when you first clicked on this video, you were like, this is going to be number 1, but I got bad news for you. There's something even crazier. The perfect hide of Terramorphous. At approximately 1 in 90-ish million drop rate. 90-something million. 90-something million. This shield is so stupidly rare that nobody has ever gotten one legitimately. Or at least nobody who knew what they got. Imagine somewhere out there's a person just loving life, killing Terramorphous, probably with a bee in a fire conference call in month 1 of Borderlands 2's release. A shield drops and they take a look at it. Grounded hide of Terramorphous, all Maliwan parts. They stop and look at it. I don't do melee. And then they save quit. It's possible this happened, and it might keep me up at night. But if you want to chase the perfect hide of Terror, you head to 1,000 cuts after beating the game and getting the You Will Die Seriously quest from Tannis. Down these stairs, you'll pay Iridium to enter into the arena. Keep in mind, doing this on Mayhem 10 is extremely challenging, as most content in Borderlands 2 got horribly misbalanced when they increased the level cap. Honorable mentions from Borderlands 3 are the Burning Summit, mostly because people don't even know that it exists or how to obtain it, even though it's, you know, pretty easy now. The Cloning Magnetic Tracker, the triple roll shields and grenades, the purple 7th Sense pistol, which is only obtainable from the Diamond Loot Room, and the green Rarity Shrike pistol, Zane's pistol from the intro, which is only obtainable when it comes around once per year in the Maurice Black Market. In Borderlands 2, I'm just gonna say the Diamond Weisenheimer. It's an item that I once thought was the rarest in Borderlands 2. I had consulted with people much smarter than myself before making that claim, but we were all just wrong. Now, it is still very rare, but so are all the diamond prefix items. This one just sounded cool and I made mistakes. It's still rare though. In the pre-sequel, most things are rare since they didn't do a good job of assigning dedicated drops in that game. Even when they finally did add some drops to loot pools, they still neglected to spread things out. So yeah, I'm gonna go with most things in the pre-sequel. In Borderlands 1, the hybrids, probably one of the most notable being the Ajax Ogre, but there's also the Hyperion Reaper, the Bone Shredder Savior, and several others.
And you've been waiting for it! Here we are! Number 1!
Now finally at number 1 is the perfect white elephant artifact in Borderlands 3. Oh man, this is going to be controversial probably, right? This artifact has a 1.2% drop chance, 21 different prefix rolls, and then you need to roll the right 3 stats out of 22 possible passive rolls. Then, if area of effect rolls in slot 2 or 3 of the passives, you gain an additional 55% area damage radius. And in case that's not crazy enough for you, passives usually only appear once on the card, but you have a 0.11% chance to roll the same passive twice, which doubles the stats. So by my math, that's about impossible to obtain. Now, I saw a post on Reddit from user Titanfall3 Israel stating that this works out to be 1 in 931 billion, give or take. But I'm no math expert. I don't even know what 2 times 2 is.
69.
Granted, there is a bunch of other artifacts and class mods in Borderlands 3 that have astronomical odds against God rolls too. Getting a perfect stack bot for Flak, or an executor for Zane, or a minesweeper for Mose, or a muse for Amara is so near impossible that most never even try it. But also in Borderlands 3, you don't need perfect rolls to take on in-game content, but it gives you something to chase. So let me know in the comments down below, have you found any of these items? Me, I've gotten only 2 of them, the 94% jam and the ×2 super shred of fire. Let me also know if you think that I missed a rare item. Maybe we can do an additional list of some other super rare drops. If you want more Borderlands content, be sure to subscribe and maybe hit that bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. If you're still watching, I appreciate you guys, and YouTube thinks that you're gonna like this video, so give it a shot.